Hey, this is Glover Teixeira, UFC light heavyweight champion.
Hi, I'm Robbie Lawler.
What's up, fight family? This is your favorite MMA coach, Thiago Alves, the Pitbull.
Hey, what's up, guys? I'm Pedro Munoz.
This is Mike Brown.
Guys, I am Alexei Olenek. And welcome.
And welcome.
And welcome.
And welcome.
And this is We Want One Picks.
And you're watching We Want Picks.
To We Want Picks.
We Want Picks.
To We Want Picks.
To We Want Picks. Hi everybody from American Top Picks.
My name's Angelo and welcome to We Want Picks. This episode is brought to you by BETU Play to Earn, the world's first play to earn sports and esports betting game. Check it out at betuearn.com. That's bet, the letter U, earn.com. Today, Jacob and I are going to break down our bets for UFC Vegas 47 Hermansson vs. Strickland. So far, everybody's made weight except Steven Peterson. Some people were late. Some people needed second attempts. But for the most part, the card has held together. So we're going to walk through all of our bets. And if you want 50 free dollars from us to you, go to wewantpicks.com/bets. Sign up with any one of our 5 betting partners. Make a deposit. Let me know when you do, and I'll send you $50 as a thank you for supporting us and our partners. Let's jump right in. So, Jakey boy, I've got 5 units going this week. And then I have a little more in BetU, but we'll cover that in a different video. I've got money lines on Jason Witt and Marc-Andre Barrault. Jason Witt, I got him a little early. He's now minus money. I don't know if you've seen that. He hasn't full-on flipped to a favorite, but it's like now minus 110 to minus 120 or something like that. So he's down to minus money. I got him at plus 115. I just like Jason's ability to wrestle his way to a win, avoid some of the big shots and some of the jiu-jitsu entanglements on the ground, but I think he'll get it done. Then we have Marc-Andre Barrault. He's fighting a very good, powerful striker, a very good counter striker, but we've seen his opponent get taken down, held down, beat up. We've seen it in different organizations. So I'm hoping Marc-Andre follows that path. He could also hang with the striking, but that's not the way to get it done. I'm hoping Marc-Andre follows the path to victory, works in some wrestling, gets some takedown, gets it done. I threw a full unit on that. Then I have Almeida and Marquez over 1.5 rounds at minus 110. So, you know, Jailton Almeida is this hot prospect. Everybody loves him. The guy's, you know, his record is fantastic. He's got a bunch of finishes. But he's a jiu-jitsu guy, a very good jiu-jitsu guy. And so is Danilo Marquez. And Danilo Marquez, we just watch him dominate Kennedy and Ngannou and then just get knocked out right at the end of the round, at the end of the third round there. But my point is, Danilo Marquez is a very good grappler who's also a veteran at this point. And I'm not going to go as far as saying Danilo's going to win because he's a massive underdog, and I totally understand why. But I do absolutely think this gets out of 1.5 rounds. I think this is probably a decision or close to it because Danilo Marquez can hang. He's not going to get caught in a submission. And, you know, striking-wise, Jailton Almeida's got some power and speed, but Danilo's just going to shoot a million times over. So I like over 1.5. I got that at minus 110. Then I have John Sexy Mexi Castaneda wins inside the distance, decision, no action. And I got that at plus 140, which is fantastic because the betting line, the money line on John Castaneda to win is plus 150. So I only gave up a tenth. And if he wins by knockout, submission, yeah, I don't know the math on that either. If he wins by knockout, submission, or any sort of finish whatsoever, I get paid at plus 140. If John Castaneda gets wrestled to the ground, beat up, held down, loses a decision, I get a refund. This bet never happened. I get all my money back. So why would I throw this on a money line bet when I can have this instead? The only way I lose is if John Castaneda gets finished, and that's it. If he loses a decision, I get a refund. If he wins a decision, I get a refund. But if he wins inside the distance, I get paid. You're only going to get that safety net prop bet if you go to wewantpicks.com/bets. We have 5 partners. Bet Online is the one partner that offers this safety net prop bet. Grab it. After you do, let me know. I'll send you $50 as a thank you for signing up. And then I have a parlay. I took 2 of the bigger favorites. I put them together. I used to do this, and then I sort of stopped doing it for a little while, but I got really good odds here. We got Dennis Bodnar and Alexis Davis. They're both real big favorites. Alexis Davis like minus 250. Dennis Bodnar was at the flirting with minus 300. I put them together. I got minus 110. I put 1 unit on that. I like Bodnar's wrestling and just his wild striking to take down Malcolm Gordon, beat him up, work from there. And Alexis Davis is just a tried and true vet at this point. In order to win that fight, she just needs to do what she does in every single other fight and avoid any sneaky submissions when she's on top. Those are my bets, Jakey boy. Why don't you walk us through yours?
Yeah, this is actually kind of a casual betting week for me. We've got the big pay-per-view next week, so I want to make sure I have some units left for next week. But we're going to feel good. We're going to remind everyone why I'm the people's champ, why I'm so good at betting. And it starts with Carlston Harrison, plus 186. I like his wrestling in this matchup. It's actually kind of worrying me because it seems like a lot of people on the Carlston Harrison side, Harris side rather, against Rakhmonov. You know, undefeated prospect, looks good, but I just like the wrestling and submission ability to Harris. And even on his weigh-ins today on the scale, he was doing like a hold of some sort, like showing off, like, hey, this is what I'm gonna do to the guy. I couldn't remember what he was doing, but he was showing off something. So he's pretty confident. I like his abilities. And then I got Sexy Mexi, so I have the same bet as you. I only got plus 130 for me instead of plus 140, but same concept that you followed. It's the lock of the week, so I got to put money on it. And like you said, I thought about putting the money line on the lock of the week, but I think if he's going to win, it's going to be inside the distance, so I'll hedge that a little bit. I put 2 units on it. This next one, I think, is going to be an all-out war. Peterson did miss weight, so maybe this helps me out and factors into the does not go the distance. It's pretty much a pick-em either way, does or does not. Both these guys are super tough, but they're also both super wild. So I'm kind of hedging on the fact that they're a little bit more wild than tough, at least one of them. So I got a Rosa Peterson, 2 units, does not go the distance, minus 105. The next ones are kind of my throw darts at the wall, but I'm feeling good about them. I got Danilo Marquez. Angelo kind of mentioned in that matchup. He is the underdog, but he's got a ton of experience, great submission game, and I think that if this goes in the 3rd round, he's got a real chance to lock up a sub. You mentioned that knockout loss, his last fight. He was kind of dominating that fight. I think he got surprised because Nchekwu came out in that 3rd round, just started, he was like, whoa, and just could never recover and get him off of him. I think the longer this fight goes, it's going to favor Marquez in this matchup. So I put round 3 submission plus 2,200.
Why round 3 and not just wins by submission? Like, why is that specific?
I think I might have only been in the 3rd round 1 time in his career. He's a jack dude. I mean, you see him on the scale. He's got muscles on top of muscles. Typically, you know, the jack people kind of fade as the fight goes on. He is kind of a fast-paced guy. So I think as the fight goes on, round 3 submission, Danilo is going to be there where Almeida could fade. So kind of the same concept in this next one. It says Nick Maximov, round 2, round 3. This guy's a Diaz guy. He is a submission guy. He is a wrestler. If I'm him in this fight, I don't even try to go for the takedown in the first round. I take my time, kind of play the boxing game with Soriano, and then I start working the takedown 2nd or 3rd round. I think if he gets him to the ground, he can submit him. He's very, very good on the ground. So I took another flyer here, plus 1,400, plus 2,200, round 2, round 3, half unit on each. And then Sam Alvey. You know, friend of the channel now. We've been chatting up, not me personally, but Angelo, some other people in the chat have been chatting up with Sam Alvey. He's been watching the video. Sam, if you're watching, I believe in you, brother. Angelo's been trashing you, but, you know, I think you got a real good chance in this matchup versus Brent Allen. Brent Allen is a grappler who wants to strike. I think he's an overrated striker. And I think Sam Alvey, for once, might be able to get on the right side of a split decision. He talked about the judges this week. Maybe they watch that. Maybe they throw him a bone. And, you know, plus 600. I'll take a flyer, half unit, Sam Alvey, 205 pounds. Then I got, I think the next slide, I got some parlays.
Well, hold on. Before we go to that, the last with Nick Maximov by submission. First of all, not a bad bet at all. I've like wavered on this pick because I like Punahil is striking. He's so fast. He hits so hard, but he does gas big time. And Nick Maximov, you check out his Instagram and stuff, he is boxing nonstop, just nonstop boxing with boxers. So it'll be interesting to see if he does try to hang on his feet.
Right. So now I got some parlays. So first is the kind of the underdog parlay. I got Jason Witt, Mike Trezano. Kind of explains itself. Jason Witt, wrestling. I think we both think he's going to win. You took the money line. I was going to take the money line. I was like, you know what? Let me just throw him in an underdog parlay with another fighter I like, which is Mike Trezano. He did cut the mullet off. We'll see if that loses him the power. I believe he had to cut it off because of his wedding. His wife made him do it. You know, I wouldn't do something like that, but that's probably why I don't even have a wife. So Jason Witt, Mike Trezano, stack him up plus 391, full unit on that. That's my underdog parlay. Then I got the favorites parlay, Bondar, Gore, and Strickland. Stacked all those three up for plus 246. I put 2 units on that since they all are favorites, and they're all pretty strong favorites for the most part. And then I looked at the over-under round. So a few weeks back, my big win was my over-under parlay. It was like a 7 or 8 fight. It might be even more than that. So I just basically glanced down and looked at all the 1.5s. And looking at these, I feel like I'm pretty comfortable in all these going over 1.5. Obviously, anything can happen, but I didn't get too greedy with it. Just stacked up 4, put a full unit on for plus 600 odds. So we'll see how it goes. You know, sometimes you have those cards where there's a ton of finishes, and then you have a card where there's a ton of decisions. Looking at these matchups, it just feels like a decision card, and we'll see how it plays out. So we're feeling good. We're going to stack up some money and then load up next week for 271 for sure.
Yeah, this parlay is interesting. You know, the Rachmanov one. The Rachmanov is the riskiest one in my opinion.
Right, I agree, but I like Harris to be able to wrestle. I like him just to wrestle and grind it out, and same with the Witt, you know, same with Bondar and Maximov. So
the other three I think are solid. The Rachmanov worries me, and then Trayson Gore worries me. To put your stock in a dude that has 3 professional fights is a little risky, but that's you. That's Jacob in a nutshell. Taking chances. wewantpicks.com/bets. Sign up with any one of our 5 betting partners. Make a deposit. Let me know when you do, and I'll send you $50. Cash App, PayPal, Venmo. It is that simple. And don't forget to join our pre-fight live stream. We will be streaming live at 1 p.m. Central on YouTube. We will be building a full card parlay with your picks. Your picks from the live chat. We will build a full card parlay. I will throw $10 on it, and if it hits, we're going to pay out the members of this channel. So make sure you click the join button under this video to become a member, support us, and try to cash in on that giant full card parlay.